While Syrian government forces have made big gains in the last 24 hours, they are still facing resistance. This video from Jaish al-Islam claims to show regime forces being pushed back, but they have surrounded two large towns in eastern Ghouta, Douma and Harasta. Encircling towns is something Syrian government forces have done consistently, especially since enlisting the help of the Russians militarily and tactically. By cutting off roads and important supply lines, they've essentially left the fighters with no place left to go.
He's isolating the two cities now, the two big cities in the eastern Ghouta. He's weakening them, and he's supporting its military approach by having this political strategy, separating them both on the ground and politically by trying to have this deal with Jaish al-Islam.
Across the country, the Free Syrian Army, supported by the Turks, are closing in on the city of Afrin. Positions held by the Kurdish militia, the YPG. Airstrikes have been ongoing, water has been cut. One doctor in the local hospital says he fears a massacre. The chair of the local council has called on the UN to intervene.
The UN official claims that self-administration and the YPG prevent the population from escaping. We invite those who sit somewhere and say something like this to send a delegation to Afrin and to talk to people here. The people of Afrin prefer to voluntarily stay in their country and defend it against the occupation of the Turkish state.
Turkey's president says he expects Turkish troops to be in the city within days.
If we'd placed on a shelf, put to one side our conscience, ethics and sensitivities, just like other countries and terrorists do when they act in Syria, then capturing Afrin will be a job that would take us just 3 days.
Back in eastern Ghouta, Syrian TV says government forces now control 51% of the area. They're still considering new humanitarian corridors for people and fighters who are ready to leave, but they still continue to push for full control. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, on the Turkish-Syrian border.